Hi all of you, welcome to another video of Linux commands. Let's just start the video with our AWS account. So let me just log in to into AWS account. So now I have logged in, and the recently services which I have used are EC2 and IAM. So I have to click EC2 and I have to select this Linux machine. We select every time, and we have to start the instance means server. And in the meantime, we will start our putty and putty key generator both. So now you have to load key which is of that particular server, and there is no IP address available, so my server state is pending, so we have to just refresh. So now we can see that there is a IP address, and I have to paste it here, and just double click on SSH, then double click on auth and browse server 1. Now open putty and login as ec2 user. Also do sudo su to be a root user. So now let's just change font. Today we are choosing fixed days bold. Oh no, we are not using that because its max size is 9, so we will be using bold, unispace font, bold, and size is 20. So I have choose that. Now I am choosing color of my font. So my font color will be for today's video is orange. Now I can apply. Now let's just do ls. So now let's just do ls means list. All you guys know that list is used to check which file and which folder are there. So by doing ls, there is file1 and superhero file. So let's just remove one file, rm file 1. It is saying remove regular file. I said y means yes, and press enter. So now your file is deleted. You can see file 1 is deleted. So today's video is not about this. Today's video is about how to create user. So how to create user in Linux. So user, first of all, what is user? User is this, like this is user. If you want to sign in to another user, you can check, you can sign out and log into this. So this is user in computer. But how can we create in Linux user in Linux? So that problem is solving. I am teaching you how to create a user in Linux. So you just have to do add user and username. What is the username? Uh, like user, yeah, like username is John. So your user is create. Now you can create user by another command, which is user add. If you do both command are same, add user or user add, you can choose either of them. So there is not a problem to create with any of that command. You can create a user with using any of them. So now I am creating user whose name is Mark. Now you can see that user is created. So Now how can we check user? So you know cat command, which I discussed in my uh, first or in second video. In both videos I have discussed it, so just check out who don't know about that. If I first I have to show you that my file, there is a file known as superhero. So if I want to check content, what content is written in that file, so I can do cat superhero. So now this cat command is used to check what content is written in that file, that particular file. So you just have to press enter, and there you can see a lot of content is written in that file. So to check user, we also use cat command, like we also use cat, and you have to specify a path. A path, I mean path. So you just have to, I am in C drive now. So now I will go into program files. Now I will go to BlueStacks. So now you can see that this is a path. C program files BlueStacks. So this is a path. You can see that. So there is also a path for this. You have to do high forward slash. So many of you don't know about this is forward slash and this is backslash. So if you want to memorize this concept, you just have to do one thing. You just have to, I will show you now. If you want to memorize what is forward slash, what is backslash, so this is the best tutorial for this. Like this is a slash and this is also a slash. So how can we know that this is forward slash and this is backslash? You just have to do one thing. Like if someone told, if someone told you that put a backslash, backslash means this, how can we know that? How can we memorize it? You just have to make a face, you just have to make a hand, you just have to make hands, you just have to make these legs. So now you can see it is falling backward. This, you can see that. So it is falling backward. So now you all guys remember the concept. To memorize the, there is no concept, there is to just memorize it, that it is a backslash. And if I talk about forward slash looks like this. So you just have to do one thing, put a face and again draw eyes and this, and you, so you can see that he is falling forward, he is falling forward. Now I can write it. So my writing is not pretty much good because I'm using mouse, not a pen. So that is why. So now you can see that he is falling forward. So now you can memorize it very well. Now let's just go back to our Linux machine because our server is running still now. So now if you want to check how many users we have created, so there is a command which is called cat forward slash. You all know what is forward slash. So you write etc forward slash, no space between them, forward slash etc forward slash password. We don't write full password, we just write pass wd word because Linux is all about shortcut. So now you have to press enter, and if I press enter, now you can see I have created a user Mark, also John. You both, you see, you can see both of them. And let's just clear by pressing ctrl plus L. So what is the command for group? So you have to do group add. If you want to make a group, what is command group add? So like like there is a group for developers, there will be also a group which is known as cloud engineers. So now it's time for create another group which is of cloud engineers. Oh, I forgot to do group add. So now both groups are created. To check that, you have to do cat forward slash etc forward slash uh, you have to do group. So you can see that there is a group of John, Mark. You guys may thinking that why there is a group of John and Mark also. So you have to note down that if we create a user, the group makes automatically of it, but if you create a group, the user will not create. So the group which we have made right now are of developers and cloud engineers. So let's see this by an example. So I am using yellow color to make a group. Let's assume that these are two groups. This is of uh, developers and this is of cloud engineers, and company says these five people are of these five guys are cloud engineers, so add them in cloud group. So now what you have to do is you have to create four user, like you have created four user like that, and and they all are developer, and you add it in a group which is known as developer group. And there are five people, there are five people who are cloud engineers, so you added in a cloud group. So yeah, that's what I want to show you, that why we are creating group and why we are creating users. You just have to know that in Linux how we can create a group and how we can create a user. Also one main thing for I will clear this, and if you want to add, like I show you, uh, like assume that Mark is a cloud engineer and John is a developer. So if you add John, what you have to do, you have to g password, you have to write g password means group password. It's not password, it is just a name, it is just a key. G password, it is just a command, and you have to write that guy John. So before that you have to also write hyphen a if you want to add a single user to any group. So you have to write hyphen a, now name of that person John. Now in which group you want to add, I want to add in developers. So it's saying your group doesn't exist. I think I have written incorrect spelling, so it is developers, I think. So now you can see adding user John to developers, and you can also see when I entered wrong spelling of developer, so it is showing automatically from the path which I showed you, so by which you can see what is the actually name of that group. So now we will add cloud now we will add Mark in cloud engineers group. So we just have to uh, do a little bit change in the command John, and we have to do here, what was the group name, cloud engineers. So now you can see adding user John to group cloud engineer, so they both are added in their particular group. So now if you want to add multiple user in a group, so I will create first I will create user user add, like what we can user add Nick. So now I have created one user Nick. Let's create another user. Let's create another user. So now I will write command add user, and I will give him a name of Ron. Now I have created two users. If you want to add in a one group, first you have to make a group. So for creating group you have to write command group add, and you have to make a group, you have to name a group. So I will name it Android, or let's just say mark marketing marketing team. So that's a perfect name for them. Now if you have to see them, you have to use cat top level root directory and etc and password. Now you can see John and Mark, they both are users which we have created few minutes back. Now we have recently created Nick and Ron. So first I will do Control plus L to clear screen. I have created both users Nick and Ron. So if you want to add in a particular group using one command, so what you have to do is use G password and use hyphen a, not hyphen a, hyphen m. And for multiple users, if you want to add multiple users, so you have to use hyphen m. Now you have to name the both user. First is Ron, then another one is Nick. Now you have to mention that particular group name in which you want to add them. So my group name is marketing team. So there is no error, it means our task is successfully done. To check them, to check that, you have to use cat top level root directory etc. Now again forward slash what group. So we have to write group here to check. So you can see marketing team, Ron and Nick, they both are added in our marketing team group. So now you all understand that what is importance of group and user in Linux, and how can we create both of them, how can we add user to group. So now you all can understand. So just watch my video again if you don't understand, and if those who have not created this AWS account, let me show you. So before signing off, I should show you that this is server running. Now you have to do stop instance and your server will automatically shut down. Remote side unexpectedly closed network connection. So let me close it. Who folks haven't made this account, AWS account, just link is coming above, you can click on that, or you can also check my channel and go through the playlist section and check my Linux. And if you start from the first video, the first video is all about how to create a AWS free account, not paid, it's a free account, so you can check it out. And those who want to check these commands. Who don't want to watch video again and again, just check out my blog. I have documented all these stuff which I explained to you. Just go down in the description, there is a link, open that, it is in the document form, so you just see that, or you can also copy and paste in your Linux. So yeah, that's about it today for today's video. I think this is enough. Now I will meet you next time. Bye bye.
ਘਰੇ ਬੈ ਕੇ ਮਾਰੀਆਂ ਨੀ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਘਰੇ ਬੈ ਕੇ